Hello everyone and welcome back to Inside a Teen's Mind. It has been the second day that our school has had a snow day because the cars cannot drive on the road, like it is too icy. I'm kind of enjoying it, like that means I can get more time to review. And I recently just bought a ticket to go back to Taiwan during summer break. I bought it yesterday and I can't wait to go back. Anyway, that's kind of what's going on this week. Oh, and I'm recently tutoring another person, so now I am tutoring 2 people, but I do have this second student almost every day. I meet him every day except for Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that means I also have to prepare the sessions for him, like I make slides and stuff. I hope that doesn't affect the podcast, and I think I do have time, but I promise I will do my best. Going into today's topic. Alright everybody, today is episode 9 and I'm the host, Little I or LI for short. This is another monthly chat and of course I am going to be recommending a book for you guys. The book title this time is called You Are Enough, Your Guide to Body Image and Eating Disorder Recovery. This book was written by, sorry if I'm saying this wrong, but Jen Petro-Roy. She was born and raised in Massachusetts, and this book is basically about her experience with an eating disorder. If you are interested in this book after I talk about it, please note that this book is not supposed to heal you, as it is said in the book. It is only based on her experience, and other people might have different experiences. Basically, her book has 4 parts. The first one, what and who gets an eating disorder. The second part, how she recovered and what were important points that helped her. The third part, common situations that you might be in while recovering. The fourth part, what needs to change as you recover. For her, it all started with a voice in her head, telling what she should eat, what exercise she should do, for how long, and that she needs to stay skinny. A little about the author, which she described in her book that she was always high-strung and aimed for perfection. She was diagnosed with obsessive-compulsive disorder in 7th grade, thought she was fat in high school, and had an eating disorder during college. Her advice for your first step is to seek help and talk about this with someone. This is often really hard, but this is the first step you gotta take. My favorite quote from this book is, when I was in treatment and expressing doubts about recovery, the counselors always told us about the importance of trust in recovery, and trust in my hunger, trust in what my body needs to function and thrive, trust that my coping skills work. Trust that I'm a great person. For this, I think this quote doesn't just work for people who have eating disorders, but just anyone who is doubting themselves. Like, just believe that you can do whatever you want to do. For me, I never knew how to make videos, how to do research, but I always wanted to have a podcast of my own, and here I am. I didn't know how it's going to turn out, or if I can actually do it, but I believed I could, and I went for it. Now, continue on in the book. She describes some things people say or some stereotypes that affect eating disorders. This is like women are supposed to look thin, look nice, confident, and men should be muscular, athletic, and popular. These are the ones she talked about in the book. A lot of those I hear in my life, and I've also heard comments about gaining weight, someone else going on a diet, feeling left out in your social group, etc. When I was in 7th or 8th grade, I don't remember, I guess I kind of gained weight or something, and my grandaunt said that I was fat and my face was round and all that. So after I moved to the state that I am in now, I kind of started to eat less during a meal intentionally. Another thing that I am kind of insecure about is that I am not tall. I want to grow taller, but I just can't. And my family keeps on making fun of me kind of and saying that I'm so short while my step-aunt is so tall even though she is only 10 years old. I want to get taller, but there isn't anything I could do to change it, you know? It's not like I can change my genes or whatever. Social media is also another reason why people are more aware of their bodies now, Because we see people posting their pictures and we think we're not good enough, or they are so good in living their lives. You might want to be like them, or you want to make yourself thinner, more fit, whatever. We often forget the fact that social media is constructed and people will only post things that they want other people to see. For example, you don't see anyone posting pictures while they are running, like all sweaty and their expressions are not the best. But we do see pictures of people who finish running and maybe a picture of how far they ran or they crossed the finish line. So when we see the perfect picture, we don't know the backstory behind it. Okay, back to the book. After reading it, I kind of felt better about myself, I guess, and I would say this book is good for people who have eating disorders, people who care about their body images a lot, or just young teens and adults, because I feel like when you're a teenager, you care about your body and what other people think about your body a lot, and that's not your fault. Before I end today's episode, I want to say that if you're struggling with food, your body, or just your emotions, don't be afraid to talk about it, and there are many people who are willing to help you. There is always a way out, and feeling these emotions doesn't mean you are weak. And remember, you are not alone on this path. Recovering doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It's about learning yourself and trusting your body. You are enough, and you don't have to change how you look to deserve love or respect. That's it for today's episode, and if you have comments or suggestions you want to tell me, you can click to my Google form or leave a comment down below. Remember to follow me on my social media for many highlights, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay warm, and thank you for listening today. I hope to see you in my next Real Talk from a Real Teen's Mind.